On this episode, I'm going to talk about the future episodes. We're going to do some interviews that we're going to be doing. I've got a couple people booked. I'm going to talk about who else I'm going to be interviewing or want to interview, and I'm hoping for feedback and an email from somebody out there that wants me to interview another person that's part of the restoration industry, part of the home service industry, and can help share that story from their side. So let's get into it.
This isn't just any podcast. This is your secret weapon for dominating the market.
This is the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast, and this is your host, Sean McMean.
Welcome to Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast. I'm your host, Sean McMean. This is episode 36, and today we're going to talk about the interviews that are going to be taking place over the next few months and years, hopefully. But at the end of the day, what I want to do is bring on guests, interview them, help them share or ask them questions and allow them to share their experiences in the industry and us all to level up together. I have two guests booked. One of them, actually both of them are clients of mine, and I'm going to be reaching out to several other people, so I kind of want to share who I'm going to be reaching out to. If you know them, please let them know to join our podcast. And if you don't know them, hopefully I'll be having an interview with them soon. And my goal is here to just get you guys more information and for me to learn more about the industry, more about software vendors, about how to do things. Information from my ICRC, from RIA, from CNR magazine, you name it, software vendors, all of those things. I would love to interview because I want to learn myself, and in turn, I will share it with you guys and gals, I should say. I mean, there's plenty of ladies in this industry. I don't know why I say guys. I always say guys, but at the end of the day, I know there's plenty of amazing women in this industry and gentlemen as well. So I'll try to do better on that one. Got my faults sometimes, but hopefully nobody takes it personal. At the end of the day, I know that I have a passion for this industry and I want to give back. And so that's my goal. That's my goal. I do have kids out the door here, so if I get interrupted here, just bear with me. So I'm recording this podcast episode on a Sunday because I missed my last podcast, and again, I'm trying to do 365 days of podcasts in a row, but I missed one day, so I'm going to do two in one day. And this one is important to me because this is taking this podcast to the next level. I told myself after a month of doing podcasts that I would start to do interviews, video interviews on Zoom, and so that way I can share, not only on YouTube, but also across audio like we have been doing. All right. So I do have two interviews that I want to share with you that are going to be coming up. One, Jim Siebert. He is the owner of a couple companies in the restoration space. One is called A Better Way Distributing. They provide different sorts of cleaning chemicals and restoration chemicals, and they also provide a source for equipment, and they have dehues and fans and all of those types of things that that he sells. So he's going to be coming on our podcast very soon here, and we're going to be talking about not only that side of things, but also that he owns two restoration companies with his wife, Susan. I have worked with them for years. They're one of my first clients in the damage restoration space, and we've known each other for probably 6-7 years, and they're still our clients today. I want to pick his brain on multiple topics, from topics related to, what he's doing on the Better Way side and the equipment, the amazing equipment that he's offering, and cleaning chemicals and a better way chemicals. So there's a better way than the harsh chemicals that are out there. But I also want to talk to him about a $2 million plus mitigation job that he had this year in 2023 that we helped him get through some advertising efforts. And I want to talk to him about owning 2 different locations across the country, one in St. Louis, one in Wilmington, North Carolina, and what that's like. So we might have a couple-part series with him. The other thing I wanted to talk to him about is he's been in the industry, I believe, over 30 years. I think 33 years. And what he's seen in the industry from when he started to where it is today. So that should be an amazing episode or 2 episodes, depending on how long they are. I don't like to make these episodes super long because I know that we're all busy and we consume information in different ways. So I like to do them short and sweet. And that's what we're going to continue to do. So that is Jim. That'll be the interview with Jim. And then we're also going to be interviewing Camren from Prime Restoration. And he is part of, there's a whole big story around this, but basically Prime Restoration is out in Utah, and they used to be a franchise. I won't say the name right now just because I know they transitioned away from it, and I'm not sure if I can say that or where they transition and all that stuff like that, but we'll talk about it if we can on the episode. But in general, we'll talk about transitioning from being a franchise to an independent and vice versa, the pros and cons and all of that. And then he also has an amazing personal story of motivation and motivational speaking, and we'll talk about that as well, and how it helps in running, their business, and he is the office manager for that, office manager and marketing manager for Prime Restoration in Utah. And at the end of the day, he's going to provide a lot of insights that are going to be extremely that I'm super excited about, and so he is a client of ours in full exposure as well. But we're also going to be doing a bunch of other episodes. I want to reach out to Albeware. I want to interview them. I want to interview R&R Magazine. I'd love to interview C&R Magazine and InCircle. I'd love to interview Large Loss Mastery, Thomas McGuire. Let's see, who else do I have on my list here? Paul, let's see here. No, that's One Claim Solution is another interview I'd love to do. Another one is IICRC, Know-How Core Group, and Peter Lyons, who does an amazing restoration golf and hope league. I'd love to interview him. And then I'm going to be interviewing some people that I know personally. A gentleman by the name of Ben, who talks about your dollars from Profits Collective. Jody Underhill from Rapid Hire Pro, about how to hire and ways to hire for your restoration company or home services company. I'm also going to be interviewing a couple more clients that have been with us for a while that have varying different topics they want to discuss. And so that's really going to be the goal, is try to do at least 2 to 3 interviews a month, and if not more. That would be great for me. I would love it, and hopefully be able to give back to you guys. And if there's anybody that you would love to have me interview, I would love to take that on. Email me at Sean@restorationmarketing.com. That's SEAN at restorationmarketing.com. And I would love to reach out to them. So if you guys are listening, or anybody in those groups or associated with those groups, or just happen to be listening to this, then please hit me up at Sean@restorationmarketing.com. I'd love to have you on the episode. You can go to restorationmarketing.com/podcast to find out more information about the podcast and booking on there. But that's what this main episode was about, is to talk to you about transitioning to do not only just me talking all the time, but actually some interviews with some people that are way smarter than I am. So that'll be the goal over the next few months, and we'll just see where this podcast journey takes us. So Until next time, this is Sean McMean with Restoration Marketing Secrets. I will talk to you soon.
You've been listening to the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast. Sean's not here to just talk the talk. He's walked the walk. With a track record of helping over 70 damage restoration companies and engaging in over 500 conversations with industry owners, he's seen it all. From digital marketing triumphs to the most ingenious growth hacks, he's got the keys to the kingdom, and he's sharing them with you. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, for more, hit the website at restorationmarketing.com. See you next time on the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast.